4:26 in the morning, and yes, that's normal for my husband and I. I'm usually up at 4 or a little before when I'm working out. Right now when I'm not, I'm up at 4. And he's usually out the door by 4:45 to go to work, so this is normal for us, even though everybody else is still sleeping. Like I said, it's beta day. I've got my cup, got the essentials, and we're about to test. Here's the hubby. My stomach is so nervous and like in knots, and I don't know what to think. I don't know what to expect. I'm obviously hoping that it's positive. Let's just say it. Heavenly Father, we just ask that you please wrap us up in your arms right now. Unfortunately, my husband's sick, so even if this is good news, I can't kiss him. Maybe he did it on purpose. All right. Deep breath. Ready?
I knew it.
It is positive. I don't know if I am saying the gender yet, but it is positive. I don't know if I could have flipped the thing over. Like I'm just shocked.
I knew it, and for some reason I never doubted it.
I'm so excited. I think I wrote in my prayer journal the other day, like, one step at a time. So my one step for today is I'm just praying for a beta over 100, and we'll go from there. And then Friday we will pray for a higher beta, and then we go from there. So I can't remember, I was going through a lot one time, and my husband was like, what's the saying, you know, you take what is it? How do you eat an elephant? You take one bite at a time. So that's just kind of how I'm going to look at this pregnancy, is just one step at a time, because there's just so much waiting and the worries of, you know, is everything progressing and is something going to happen and all that. So one step at a time. It is 100% true. We are pregnant. I'm so excited to finally get confirmation. So today has been kind of crazy because it took forever to finally get the phone call and confirmation from my doctor's office. When I went in the morning, the nurse said, oh, you'll know about like 1:30 or 2 this afternoon. I thought, awesome, that's really not that long. And then it took forever. It started to get to be like 2:30 and 3 o'clock, and I was like, oh my gosh, like when do I start panicking and wondering if something's wrong? I finally sent my doctor a text message. You can text the nurses, and I was just like, hey, I really hate to bother you, but I'm really kind of starting to get antsy, and they told us that we'd find out by 2, and it's now like almost 3:30, and you know, I just would really like to know what's going on. And I think it took her almost 30 minutes to respond, and they finally got back and just said, you're the next person on our list to call. And I'm like, so is that good news? My beta number was 189, technically like 190. I think it was like 189.8, so 190. So that's all good, because I was just praying for anything over 100. I just always say 100 because I know that that's a good strong beta, so that's why I just pray for it to be over 100. With Matthew, my first beta was 205, and then his ended up tripling. The second beta was like 615. So those were both great. So 190 I'm happy with. So I will let you guys know what happens on Friday and what that beta is. And like I said earlier, I'm just taking it one day at a time. And so now we're just, the next bite or step in this process is just praying for a higher beta on Friday. Hello guys, it is Friday afternoon and I have awesome news. I just got the call that our second beta, it was 463, so it about went up 2.5 times. So that is awesome. I'm so excited. And we got our first sonogram scheduled, which is, I think, 3 weeks away. So now that's just a very long waiting period that we have to go through. But so now we're just praying for our little peanut to have, you know, just continue developing, and so that we can hear a little heartbeat whenever we go and get that all checked out. And I'm just so excited. I'm so happy. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching, you know, just our reactions to it. I finally got it this time. If you have been following me when we found out we were pregnant with Matthew, I was so nervous that it was negative. I didn't even grab my camera to film. And even though I was very nervous that this one was going to be negative as well, it was positive, but I was going to film regardless, and share it. But thankfully we got good news, and I'm just so thankful that I have our reactions now documented, and we have those forever. So I'm grateful. So if you are, that's just my advice, regardless of whether you have a YouTube channel or anything like that. If you're on your own trying to conceive journey or going through IVF or any other fertility treatments and stuff, and you're doing that testing and you're gonna do that part of it, I so suggest filming it. I mean, I know that there's the times when it's negative and it's so heartbreaking, but man, when you get the 2 pink lines and it's positive, it is such an awesome thing to look back on and to rewatch. I think I've rewatched it like 3 times now, and every time I get teary-eyed just seeing how excited like me and my husband are. And so I just recommend doing that if you're on that journey with me. As always, if you guys have any prayer requests, please drop those below. I'll be happy to add you to my prayer list this week. My next video, I have been filming like all my 2-week wait symptoms, so I will be sharing that next. I hope maybe in the next week, or at least the next 2 weeks, I will get that out to you guys as well and just share all of that. And there was one particular day that I was like, maybe this worked, maybe it's positive. And so I'll share that with you next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care and God bless.